Hello Normans, and welcome back to this week's Norman News at Home edition. I'm Alana Morgan. Stay tuned for news on when all 50 states will reopen and more on One Direction's reunion. Around the school in 30 minutes, this is the Norman News. No matter where you go or what you do, you will always hear new updates about the coronavirus. While it sucks, unfortunately, it's the reality that we are all living in, and until we flatten the curve by staying home is when we are going to see some results and when we are going to be able to go outside again and get back to our everyday lives. So the question we are all wondering and want answers to is, when can we go outside again? When can we get back to our everyday lives? Well, I'm not the one to answer that, but I did some research, and according to multiple publications, many states are planning to drop the stay-at-home orders by May 1st. Is that a good thing because there still hasn't been a cure for the coronavirus yet? That's debatable, but many beaches have already opened up in Florida. I guess we'll just have to wait and see while we send it to Jonah with some medical news.
Thanks, Alana. Although the coronavirus has been ruining the economy due to people losing their jobs, the oil industry has collapsed in the background. Due to dispute between Russia and Saudi Arabia, the countries have been increasing their oil production, which has left a surplus of oil that has nowhere to go. The surplus has caused oil to be worthless and actually caused the price of oil to fall below zero, which means that companies are paying people to take their oil since the companies have nowhere to store it. Hopefully, Russia and Saudi Arabia can end their dispute and oil prices will rise again. Now let's send to Jackson with this week's sports report.
Thanks, Jonah. The New England Patriots have agreed to a deal that sends Rob Gronkowski to the Buccaneers. There, he will reunite with Tom Brady, who was traded earlier. Gronkowski retired from football around a year ago, and his agent says he's excited to be playing again. Gronkowski turns 31 next year and has 1 year and $9 million remaining on his contract. New England will receive a 4th-round pick, and the Buccaneers receive a 7th-round pick. This is a big surprise to many, but fans are excited to see Gronk's return. Now to Holden with entertainment.
Thanks, Jackson. Liam Payne has officially said that the One Direction band will be having a reunion soon. The band's 10-year anniversary is coming up, so they will be having a special reunion to commemorate their amazing and fun times together. Liam was on Instagram livestream with his friend DJ Alesso, and he spilled some facts about the soon-to-be reunion. While COVID-19 continues to keep everyone apart, let's all hope they can do something together by the time the official date arrives.
This week we're going to be talking about the movie 12 Monkeys. This movie was made in 1995. Terry Gilliam's sci-fi classic stars Bruce Willis as a time traveler sent back to the 1990s to identify the origin of a global pandemic that nearly wiped out humanity. Luckily, the eco-tourist wannabe played by Brad Pitt provides much-needed comic relief. That's all for this week. Now grab some popcorn, sit back, relax, and stay tuned for this week's new movie trailer.
You're a very good observer, Cole.
We have a very advanced program, something very different.
An opportunity to reduce your sentence considerably.
And possibly play an important role in returning the human race to the surface of the Earth.
No license, no prints, no warrants.
Take him down! But he took on 5 cops like he was dusted to the eyeballs.
What year is this?
What year do you think it is?
1996.
That's the future, James. Do you think you're living in the future?
I'm simply trying to gather information to help the people in the present trace the path of the virus.
We're not in the present now.
This is a place for crazy people.
I'm not saying you're not mentally ill. For all I know, you're crazy as a loon.
The army of the 12 monkeys, they're the ones that spread the virus.
Monkeys.
He's been living in a meticulously constructed fantasy world, and that world is starting to disintegrate.
You haven't become addicted to that dying world?
No, sir.
He needs help.
I think I'm crazy when people start dying next month. I don't belong here.
You're here because of the system.
I know some things that you don't know.
Yes, my son.
You sent me to the wrong year.
You're certain of that?
Science ain't an exact science.
You had a bullet from World War I in your leg, James. How did it get there?
I don't know.
You're a trained psychiatrist. You know the difference between what's real and what's not.
You said that I had delusions. You said you could explain.
I'm trying to.
I want the future to be unknown.
I can help you. Get you out.
You can't hide from them. Don't even try.
We're all monkeys.
The thing mutates. We live underground.
Then what?
Thanks, Kayla. The true death toll in England and Wales was about 49% higher than the UK government's daily update. On the government's website, it only includes the deaths in hospitals and not other locations, including care homes and private locations. Weekly data released by the ONS records only when the coronavirus is mentioned on the death certificate. The latest ONS data deaths is 13,121, but on the UK government's website, the amount was 9,288, which is a 41% difference. The data on ONS shows that in nursing homes, the amount of people died almost doubled in 5 weeks. The largest number of COVID-19 deaths were among people who are aged 75 to 84, and the highest number of people dead involving the virus was in London, while the lowest was in northeast England. At the end of the week of April 10th, the total number registered was 18,516. Now to Jacob with some more news.
Thanks, Akira. 3 months into the coronavirus epidemic, the United States government has yet to devise a national strategy to test Americans for the deadly disease, something experts say is key to blunting the outbreak and resuming daily life. In the absence of a national plan, several states are developing their own testing systems, but the emerging picture varies widely. States with more money and robust medical sectors have devised comprehensive plans, while others lag far behind. The White House, meanwhile, is still debating which types of tests should be sent to which regions and how much we should focus on Americans to see who may have developed immunity to the disease. Public health experts say that the widespread testing for the novel coronavirus is key because it would determine who is infected and who needs to be isolated, as opposed to isolating the entire population and making them stay home. The development and use of antibody tests, meanwhile, could identify those with immunity to the virus, who are able to then return to work, school, and everyday activities. Now to Phoebe with more news.
"148 LA County nursing homes report coronavirus outbreaks. While over half of the skilled nursing facilities identified by California officials who have experienced one or more cases of COVID-19 are in Los Angeles County, according to new data released by state health officials Saturday. Of the 261 facilities on the California Department of Health list, 148 are located in Los Angeles County. The worst breaks include the Breer Oak on Sunset Nursing Home, the County Villa South Convalescent Center, and the Brighton Care Center, Country Villa Pavilion Nursing Center, and Garden Crest Rehabilitation Center. The data that was recently shared on the persistent, growing, and deadly outbreak of COVID-19 in California nursing homes is a clarion call to action for all of us, said April Barrett, president of Service Employees International Union Local 2015. This deadly pandemic is targeting our most vulnerable elders, those charged with caring for them, low-wage workers, almost always women, are working into infection zones without the most basic of protections, Barrett said, calling for the immediate testing of all nursing home residents and staff, as well as daily updates on infection rates. Dr. Barbara Ferrer, director of the County Department of Public Health, said Friday that 20 nursing homes or care facilities in the county have outbreaks of 20 or more people testing positive, and the county has asked for help from state and federal officials to control the virus's spread and ensure affected facilities are fully staffed. Of the 1,224 nursing homes in the state, there have been 261 with at least one confirmed COVID-19 infection in either a patient or health care worker as of Friday.
Hello, my name is Jonah Farma, and I'm here to bring you this week's live KBEV weather forecast for the week of April 27, 2020. For those of you who are wondering what the weather is like outside due to the coronavirus. This week, Los Angeles is seeing sunny weather with hot temperatures ranging from the high 80s to the low 90s. Tomorrow, Saturday, brings warm temperature with a high of 92 down to a low of 67. On Sunday, the last day of the week, we will see partially clear skies with temperatures at a high of 89 degrees. Starting us up again with a new week later, Monday, we will see a bit cooler temperatures. Monday, we will have a high of a nice 87 degrees Fahrenheit to a low of 64. On Tuesday, we will be at a high 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Wednesday, we will see a high of a sunny 84 degrees to keep things warm again. Thank you for watching this week's live KBEV weather forecast. I'm Jonah Farma. Now back to the desk.
It seems everyone has gotten a hold of a variety of cleaning products due to the virus. And in the month of March, the CDC reported a 20% increase in calls to poison control centers regarding misuse of cleaning chemicals. Most cleaning liquids will react with other cleaning liquids, so it is extremely important to avoid mixing them. And this includes vinegar. The effects from the variety of toxic gases created can range from irritation of your lungs and skin to brain damage, all of which can require a trip to the emergency room. Remember, although you can buy these at almost any store, they are industrial-grade chemicals and cannot be thrown about everywhere. You must do a quick research into what you are using it on to determine whether it is safe and effective. And another reminder to not use Aleve and Advil. Now to Grace with Health News.
Thanks, Noah, and good afternoon, Normans. Healthline contacted several public health specialists to see what they think of reopening the country amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Experts say some sort of physical distancing will still be required over the long term. Additionally, reopening too quickly could mean a resurgence of the virus. Regardless of when the states choose to reopen, many people are concerned on how doing so can affect our health. So, Normans, although places may be opening again soon, make sure to stay safe and listen to authorities say what is best. And have a great week.
Thank you for watching this week's Norman News. We hope to see you all next week and stay safe.